All right. There we are. Hopefully everything is working. For a second, I thought Coury might be flipping everybody off there, but I believe it was his index finger he was holding
Yes,
up.
I was just pointing with my pointer finger.
That's the pose
Index
Audie
finger.
always does every time he takes a photo. He is always holding like a finger out. I think he explained once what he's referencing, but I can't remember.
Is it not a Sonic the Hedgehog?
I mean, maybe.
I would assume that it would be.
I don't know. I don't know what his thing is with that. I'm a little out of focus. Well, aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
I don't. I sit kind of far from this camera. It should be as in focus as it tends to be, which is it's just a little blurrier because it's a wide shot of the room.
Yeah.
But
I was sitting that far away on my morning streams, and I just actually moved my camera a bit closer today to put it on the the stand that I've built. They have a microphone and monitor and all that stuff on it.
I mean, smart streaming people, play at a desk and have their camera up close to them. Looks a lot better.
Yeah.
But me, I like to have the living room couch set up and the camera is far away. So that's how it is.
Yeah. You're also 60 FPS today.
Huh?
You're also 60 FPS today.
Oh, am I? Are you sure?
Your camera looks like it's 60 FPS today.
Well, maybe something got bumped. I don't know. I'll have to recheck its settings another time. I was scrambling to get a few things ready because some files got moved, and also I swapped.
Yeah, I moved files.
No, it's. I mean, you're the one that loves the file organization. That's kind of why I leave it to you, because I think you get a lot more out of organizing things than I do in terms of computer files.
Yeah, I just get real into it, I think.
And I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to.
No, I get it.
There should, by the way, be a bunch of footage, like probably too much footage, like I want to say like 3 terabytes of footage from like the games we played, that you probably shouldn't keep all of it, but you should find it on our NAS if you want.
Oh, you copied it over?
If you need something to sort.
Oh, I mean, I do. Let me see what there is here.
Oh, you're like, yeah, I need something to sort. I'm in need of that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but the other thing was I swapped my GPU and capture card. Not the capture card I normally play on, but the other one that does like Retrode 4K. That when we were streaming Resident Evil Outbreak on Monday, like my capture card kept freezing for some reason. So that was when I was finally like, I'm going to do the same thing Coury did and swap it. And I was getting the width 4 the first time I booted afterwards. So
right, yeah, because now it's fine, right?
But it did screw up a few other things in terms of like monitor linkage on OBS. So
interesting. Okay.
Well, just like my capture for like your thing and whatnot. But it seems like not too many things broke.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, so to explain it to the chat a little bit, we were having trouble with our capture cards where they were, for like the PCIe lanes were getting screwed up. It seems like it was really unreliable. Sometimes they would only get 1 lane sometimes they get 2 lanes, but it's a 4-lane card, and it wasn't always assigning it 4 lanes. And the way that we figured out to get around that is to put the capture card in the top PCIe slot.
And that seems to have worked for you, and we've got the same motherboard, so.
Right. And because with that other stuff in there, our GPU is running at 8x anyways.
Right, so it doesn't need a full 16x. I mean, but
Right.
we did. I mean, I don't. You know, I'm sure Henry knows more about like, you know, it's gonna be like, oh, it's going through the chipset or whatever in the other slot, which I don't know. Maybe it isn't. I don't. I don't even.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed to say there'd be no difference.
No. Oh, okay. Okay. Shouldn't be
For
any
me, that's what
difference.
he was saying. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, then it should be the same for me. Yeah. Well, if it worked out that way for you, then hopefully it's going to work for me. We'll see tomorrow if on the Backloggery stream. That's been a pretty fun time, by the way. If anyone wants to see Resident Evil Outbreak played
Oh yeah.
online using the private servers on real PS2 hardware.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
neat.
it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. We're going to be doing that for the next 4 weeks. Possibly have to do some extra streams to get it all done before my trip, because I'm going on my trip the week that Resident Evil 9 comes out, and we're playing Outbreak to get Alyssa Ashcroft's story before Resident Evil 9. Not that there's like a lot of story to it, really.
But I wonder if it's going to be completely canon or if they'll change some things.
Well, you know,
not enough people played it. Or...
I mean, the interesting thing about how Outbreak plays out is that, you know, the canon can kind of, you know, it's an online game, you know, so there's all sorts of endings and stuff that supposedly can conflict with each other. So, like, in some ways, this may be setting an Outbreak canon. And certain characters like have a bigger role to play in certain scenarios, but if you don't play as them in those scenarios, you might not see certain scenes. So I'm playing as Alyssa so that on the stream side, you know, they get to see what Alyssa gets up to in the game. So that's what is probably the most important to Resident Evil 9.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, that's been pretty neat. And you know, when we record the DF Retro Super Show this past week, I was commenting that it was kind of a total accident that the 4 players were all on totally different systems. Me on original hardware, one on Linux with PCSX2, one on Windows with PCSX2, and one on Mac with PCSX2. Like it's kind of crazy. It's kind of awesome, and it all just worked probably better than it did back in the day. You know, so kind of crazy. But you suggested, and I wasted no time in agreeing, that I stream Jak and Daxter decomp today, which I don't even remember if I had mentioned to you I installed this.
I think I saw you mention it in the Discord.
Oh,
and that's what made me think about it.
Okay.
Well, no, I think it was you were ripping the disc after we recorded the DF Retro.
Oh, that's right. I did, because we John said something about like Jak 2 or something. I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. And of course you should always rip your own discs, but you know, I just happen to not have a copy of this game lying around in .iso format, so I had to do a fresh rip to do that. And I also, this is definitely should be a stream sometime, is Sonic Unleashed Recompiled. That was a big pain in the butt to get the files ripped for that,
because that required you to go and like download the Xbox 360 version, right?
Well, I have it on disc.
Oh, okay.
I have the game physically, but I had to install it on my 360. But you have to, like, if anyone wants to dump their own files for this Sonic Recomp, I recommend, if you go to the instructions, it says, you know, you can do it with you're taking your actual 360 hard drive out or using a USB storage. I recommend doing the USB storage method because, you know, there is an official like Xbox 360 transfer cable, which I think they're kind of expensive now. But it's just a SATA drive. So I tried using the same SATA drive that I use for my PS5 and Series X, just an adapter. It fit, and I could view the drive, but I couldn't like view like the tree, like the file tree. Cause there's, I downloaded some software called like, it's like Velocity, I think it was called, or something along those lines. I think it was Velocity. And it was able to see the drive, but it couldn't like get deeper into the files. Well, when I did it with a USB drive, that fixed it. So, I recommend people doing it that way. You can still buy the DLC on the store on Series X,
right?
Xbox One as well, I suppose.
Because then once you buy it there, you can download it.
Once you download, but it's kind of difficult. You have to go to the game, and then you have to like hit like RB twice to go to extras, and then you can go in there and you can say see all, and then it'll show all the DLC, and it still has like the price tag and everything on it. But if you click on it, and it's really slow, Wi-Fi is even like unbelievably bad. Definitely do it wired if you have to. And you can install, there's like 6 DLCs, and it recommends that you have those because they actually have like extra lighting data, which is interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was the main. If there were just extra levels, I'd be like, whatever, I don't care. But since like apparently like you can have like the best build with like more like, and they're pretty big. They're like 500 megabytes plus. Pretty big for the time. So I got all those. It was like $11 maybe in total.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And then it's a slow process, very cumbersome to get those installed. And sometimes it like would say like it would act like I need to pay for it, or sometimes it'd be like, oh, your license is corrupted or something, so you just like back out and try again, and then it'll detect that you own it and you can download it. Big pain in the butt, but eventually but you still need to remove your hard drive. I don't know if it's just purely for safety or so that you can create system storage on your USB drive to install everything to. And you have to put your account on there, which by the way, just getting you getting like logged in on an Xbox 360 through Microsoft nowadays is a big pain in the butt. So yeah, this was a pain in the butt. We'll stream it sometime though. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, maybe every other
stream is just going.
I mean, I think that's okay to explore those, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're talking about discussing them on the Super Show sometime soon, and so this is the way for you to have some awareness. Before you set a lot of them up yourself, right?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's definitely a kind of a pain in the butt. I've actually been, I had my 360 on a whole bunch this week because I was just kind of going through and installing every single game that I have.
Yeah.
And it's like a 300 gig internal drive, but I had an extra 2 terabyte SSD that I just like hooked into that and like just hooked it up and copied everything to the external SSD. Because I feel like it can't be that much of a speed difference.
Well, I don't know. When I was just using external mechanical drive. In fact, I believe it was one of the ones that you gave me from one of your old freelance projects. And it said like this drive does not meet the requirements, so you may encounter problems in games. So
I haven't gotten that message.
But it might not give that message the way that you like. The process you went through to configure it would have probably been different from what I did for dumping. So I don't know. Oh. I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah. Either way, like I just think that it's convenient.
I've not had a problem with it. My drive is probably, I don't know. 250, 500? I have no idea, honestly.
Right. I just wanted to have.
But I don't have everything installed. You probably have a lot more 360 games than I do.
Right, but I also, with that external 2 terabyte drive, I still have. After I installed everything, including all of my downloads and stuff like that, I copied all that stuff over, and I still have like 700 gigs available on that SSD. So I can always transfer. I can move stuff to the internal drive if it runs into problems. But I feel like an external SSD, like hooked up through, just like I have like an enclosure for it. I feel like that's probably good enough.
So anyway,
let's play the game.
The project is called Open Goal. I think the term may have something to do with the engine that Naughty Dog was using at the time, but I'm a little unclear on that. I could be totally off base on that. It's called Open Goal, and it's for the whole Jak series, but they've already got Jak 3 in the menu, but it's not out yet. Jak 2 is out, but it's in beta. I did get it installed. Not my favorite game, as I made abundantly clear in the games we played. I haven't tried it yet. I tried to install a texture pack for it, but I couldn't get it to work. I did get the texture pack for Jak and Daxter to work, however. And this, by the way, is one of the reasons, this kind of thing is one of the reasons I'm kind of leaning toward getting the Steam controller, because you see I've got my trackball next to me here because, I need it, even though I'm using the Steam, gaming mode.
Right.
Some things just have launchers like this, right? So I kind of want to get the Steam controller, so I just automatically have that trackpad on the controller at all times,
I think you can also use a DualSense with it, and the trackpad works also. Although that's probably a lot more annoying, and it doesn't have the haptics.
It would probably cause annoying issues in the game unless you do like a mode switch to like deactivate it. Because if you want to use like button presses on the touchpad, and I am using a DualSense, by the way. If you want to use buttons like clicks on there, as soon as you touch it, then it's going to be like activating the mouse. I was like trying to set up some stuff in Control yesterday, and that was causing some annoyances, like because I downloaded a profile that was using the trackpad as the mouse, and there was like switching between controller mode. Like that game, some games let you use mouse at the same time as a controller. Other games, like it switches to controller mode or mouse and keyboard mode, and so like the game was just like freaking out. Because it took me a while to figure like, oh, that's because touching is activating the mouse.
Right. The nice thing about that, about using a DualSense, is now with that firmware update, you can sync it to like 4 different things. Like, you know about that, right? That if you hold down...
right. I forgot about that.
Like, I have mine synced to like a like my PS5. But also, Circle is synced to my Blue Retro on my PS1, and then Cross or X is synced to like the Blue Retro on my PS2. Let's feel like red is like feels appropriate for the PS1, because I just think of that red box that came in like after it got a price drop at a red and gray box. And of course, the Blue X is appropriate for the PS2. This is a PS2 game. Been decompiled and then recompiled on PC.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'd be very curious to see how this runs in comparison to the like the PS3 version, because the versions on the PS4 are just PS2 classics,
and they don't look particularly good.
Yeah. The PS3 version, I'm sure there's a lot of things that people could say about them that are like super familiar with the games, like issues that they might have, but I feel like in general, like they look pretty good.
Yeah. So
and play pretty good.
I'm doing 4K. And let's see, I could probably turn on more anti-aliasing without causing problems, but it's fine. Now frame rate, first, I don't know why like your options are like 60, 100, 150. Like I don't know why 120 isn't there. But I tried 100 and it says experimental, as you can see. and the reason that I've left it at 60 is, you know, I tried it, and you do you want me to start a new game, or should I? Because I played like probably an hour of this when.
What does the chat think? I mean, do they really care?
Do you want to see a new game? Or I think I was close to being able to maybe move on to the second area.
I think that that's okay to resume your game.
If people are okay with that.
I don't think anybody's here for the story.
Yeah, just get a running start. Yeah, let's do it, because I was having a blast. Wow, I can't believe I was already at 14%. Wow, 14%, and my time is actually only 41 minutes.
Huh.
That's kind of amazing. I mean, I was having a really good time. Like, I was like, man, I want to keep playing this. So
this was the first like 3D platformer game that I really got into. It really clicked with me. You know, after, you know, Mario 64 didn't.
Right.
But this really felt like something I could get into. I love this first game.
Yeah. So the texture pack I downloaded, I believe it's just like probably it's some kind of upscale, probably an AI upscale, I guess, of, you know, the existing textures. So they aren't like amazing looking, but they look correct at like the general viewing distance that you would see them at. And I kind of felt it was needed, because I played, I don't know, probably 20 or so minutes with just the textures as they were. And, you know, you can definitely tell, you know, with the high resolution.
Right.
And I don't think it was a separate thing. No, like, you know, the menu, like some of the font, like that Sandover Village font, is a little soft looking. Like a few things don't look totally perfect, but it generally looks a lot better than it did, you know, with just these assets as they were. So it's
I did want to
not as extensive as like and handmade as the Ocarina of Time texture pack I was using.
Right. At least not yet. I'm sure that if somebody chooses to go through and really go to town on this, they can. Before the stream started, there was a $5 donation from Enchilada, our good friend.
Thank you.
Thank you. Saying a laugh a minute with Jak and Daxter. Have a great time. Happy Dragon Quest VII re-release week.
Oh.
I forgot that was this week. If anybody is a patron of the podcast post games, there was a great bonus section where Tim Rogers talks extensively about why someone should play the original Dragon Quest VII.
Oh,
I know that you are not you have some issues with the with Dragon Quest VII,
to say
the original, but he talks about, you know, like how amazing it is actually that it takes so long to get into it, because you really need to like feel the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I get that aspect of it.
Yeah,
I don't think the slow start is really its problem. It's just that it just goes and it keeps going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
It's not really the slow start that's the problem, in my opinion.
Yeah. I see that James 1639 is saying dump my own files, laughs in gigabit internet. And I gotta hand it to Try for actually going through and doing it himself like this, because I definitely would not.
Well, listen,
I feel like you want to be able to learn the process of it, and doing it in that way really helps you figure it out too.
Well, that's true. That's true. But I mean, ripping the ISO took no effort or knowledge, right?
Right.
But it's just that the formats
that
that we had the games in were not the formats I needed.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, usually you'll find ISOs of PS2 games usually.
I feel like though it would
game.
be. I mean, I did a brief looking around for Sonic Unleashed, and I'm not as skilled as you are at quote unquote looking around, but I feel like actually getting the files in the format needed and finding those would probably be fairly difficult. Like it's pretty particular.
Yeah. And then it comes down to, needing certain versions of it or something like that. I mean, not with this specifically, but I think for like Zelda and stuff, doesn't it come down to having specific versions of the ROM? Some of them comes down to having specific versions of the ROM.
Like the most recent version, I think will accept any ROM. Some of them will accept any version.
Okay.
But those are like the nicer ones,
Yeah, I mean, I see Sprite Vibe is saying this game is such a cozy mishmash of vibes from Donkey Kong Country, Mario 64, and even Monkey Island. And that's a pretty good way to put it, I think. And obviously
some elements of Crash, I would say.
Yeah, well, especially like in his movement a bit, he's almost kind of rubbery.
Yeah, I mean they very much got like a stretch and skew, very American cartoon animation style.
Yeah. I don't think is the PS3 remaster stretched? I don't think it is. I think it's proper widescreen. This is definitely proper widescreen.
I mean, the original game has proper widescreen. They might be talking about the HUD, perhaps.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're talking about the HUD.
I'm not sure.
I mean, in that case, that's probably stretched because those aspects are 4:3 anyways.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of PS2 games have, they don't accommodate the HUD for widescreen modes.
Yeah,
unfortunately, and GameCube and Xbox.
Hey, I see the sculptor's muse.
I had a friend that referred to this game as Jackster.
Jackster?
Just called it Jackster. Which I think is a pretty good name, actually.
Yeah. Works.
So what would you get up to this week? Anything fun?
Installed some decomps. Otherwise, not really. Did you get a lot of snow yesterday, or was that just me?
We didn't get any snow. Well, we got like a very light dusting that was gone by this morning yesterday. But nothing from last week has melted at all because it's been 3 degrees every day. Well, so it's just, even though the sun's been out and it's been gorgeous looking, it's just been so cold that it like physically hurts.
Well, most of what happened yesterday, not maybe half of what happened yesterday has melted, but it was it was a lot. I mean, there was like probably 8 or 9 inches on my like trash cans. Like I'm talking about like my trash pickup trash cans.
And like I'm sure everything was shut down.
Probably. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention since it was Saturday anyway. I wasn't planning on going anywhere. I got a pizza to bake from like an extra large pizza to bake from the grocery store, so I could eat it for lunch today and tomorrow, or yesterday and today. So I was set. Didn't need to go anywhere. But yeah, my mom said that she heard it was like the biggest snow this area has had, whatever defines this area, in 20 years.
I guess that seems like it would make sense.
Which I'll believe it, because it was it was a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, I think.
Is Nelly just like, no, I'm not doing that?
Oh, well.
It's
the way it's been here, like Nelly doesn't want to go
obsessed
outside.
with it.
But if you can convince her to go outside, yesterday she went outside and she was just like rolling in the snow. And it's funny because it just takes her a little bit to. She doesn't want to go outside. As soon as it's like, oh, you need to go out and go potty? She just like walks to the door and is like, nope, and like walks back. Or she'll just get out there and be so cold that she can't pee. But she did go out yesterday afternoon and was just like sticking her face in the snow, and it's just really funny when that happens because it's just like all over her face. Yeah, so there's like a lot of a big snow beard on her.
Well,
but I think I saw that Jeremy Parrish mentioned on his Blue Skies, talked about the snow that was down there because he's in Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, this is like the first time since he has lived there that it was like a proper snow. There was like no ice or anything like that. It was just crunchy.
Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful quality snow.
Yeah. Should have gone sledding.
I mean, I legit thought about building a snowman.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you know what?
Yeah. I bet you there's some in your. It hasn't melted or anything yet. It's remained cold.
I mean, parts have melted.
I bet you if you go out, if you like were to leave for some reason, you would drive past at least one in your little place there.
Yeah. I mean, I probably haven't made a snowman since I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10. I was like, that'd be kind of great. That'd be kind of great.
Yeah.
But when I was thinking about doing it, my gloves are in my car. By the time I was cozy and back inside, although my heat did not cope super well.
Yeah, I bet. I mean,
I got a brand new unit actually.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to have them come take a look because I feel like it should have been able to keep up with that a lot better.
You're lucky you didn't have any pipes burst. I guess, but you don't probably use. I mean, you don't use an outside.
I don't use the outside faucet.
Not that it
that much.
I mean, it's right.
But it would still be a problem if it burst.
What's that?
It would still be a problem if it burst.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like my heat wasn't like it could not get over 65.
Yeah.
Like no matter how, I mean, and I wouldn't. I mean, normally, like during the day, recently, I've been saying it to. I've been generally saying it to about 68.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we usually set ours to like 64. We have the heat on.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the 64 in one house is kind of different than 64 in another house. Like,
yes,
unlike, I mean, I don't think the thermostat is always what it says, right?
Right. We have these different sensors for each.
Yeah, and where
like
are they?
Nest
I don't know where they even are.
I can move mine around. They're like little things, but it gets kind of cold down here. I have to have my gloves on down here if I'm sitting at my computer because for some reason if I'm this close to the wall.
So anyway, it just could not, and it was like it just kept dropping. I tried the emergency heat, and it was like even worse. Like it kept falling. And it got down to 68. or not 68, 63. Big difference.
I don't use a little space heater down here. It only happens to my hands when I'm this close to the wall. Like my computer's next to the wall, so for a couple of months out of the year, maybe I got to use these gloves here and there. But it's just what I do. I don't think it's worth like doing the space heater thing here. I used to in the old house, but that was just an old house.
Your old house got really cold.
It got really cold in the attic, yeah. And I had to use a space heater up there. So everything in our house is electric. So the only thing that's on gas is our backup heat pump. So when it gets really, really cold, that's the only thing that we have to use.
Oh, dang it.
For that. Or that's the only gas thing that we have in this house. And the heat pump, if it gets down to, I don't know, like it's been like under 20 degrees like every single day. I could hear it running. Hopefully our bill isn't too crazy because it's been on a lot, but we have solar panels, so that helps offset the cost of electricity quite a bit.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral, like, "How am I gonna get changed back now?"
You aren't going to get changed back, Daxter. It's not happening.
I can't tell you exact. I used to know how big our solar array is. It's like 6 panels, I think. I know a lot of people are paying a lot more for electricity. Has your electricity bill gone up?
No, not particularly.
Oh, I mean down here it's been been going up a lot for people, and I'm very happy because our solar helps offset it, especially like during the summer and stuff. But obviously the days are shorter now. Sometimes there's ice and snow on them. But I mean, it keeps our. It depends though. Sometimes it's high. Sometimes it's not. I was gonna see if I could see what ours was last month.
Keep you out of the ooze, okay?
But it's good. It's good that it's no. I'm happy that we got those. I feel like Kentucky is one of the states still that the electricity will offer you like 1-to-1. Like they will credit you like the full amount per kilowatt hour or whatever it is that you generate. There's $5 from Dad1153.
Thank you.
Thank you. Saying favorite winter snow themed games to play when temperatures are freezing. Mine is D2, Sled Storm, SSX Tricky, and The Thing. Stay warm. So something I just played through and finished it yesterday was Lost Planet Extreme Condition, a game that is almost entirely in snow. And I know that you're a big fan of when games can like commit to something like that.
Right, right. I mean, that's one of the reasons I always like I Am Setsuna.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really cool. Like when they're like, okay, let's like fully explore this concept, right?
Yeah. And there's
something that I keep meaning to play in December, and end up never doing is Arkham Origin.
Oh,
because it's apparently a Christmas game.
Yes.
You know, I did do a Let's Play with John several years ago, but you know, I haven't played it beyond that point.
Right. Max Payne 1 is a very good cold weather game too.
Ooh.
Because it takes place during like a major snowstorm, which is pretty neat. That's a game I've been meaning to replay recently.
Yeah, D2 is a good shout there, I'd say.
What is?
When he mentioned D2,
yeah,
one of his cold weather games. I mean that game definitely made an impression. Like it's not great, but man, it's something.
Yeah.
It makes an impression. I mean, it was the game that I talked the longest about, and the games we played in 2024. For whatever reason, that was the one.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, just because a game like falls in the lightning round or something doesn't mean I didn't like it as much as some of the other games that I did talk about. In fact, I probably talk a long time about some games I hated and a short time about games I loved, but like sometimes you just don't have a lot to say about a game you loved, right? And you have a lot to say about a game you didn't like sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it just, you know, it doesn't mean that like I didn't love it. I just don't feel like I have anything to add to the conversation.
Foreign user is saying that Max Payne 1 is a tough replay, very hard game. I don't remember it being really that hard. I would probably play it on. I probably play the Xbox version because I'm pretty sure that works on Series X. But it's a great game.
Yeah, is that? Yeah, I think it's backwards compatible.
Yeah, all three of them are. But so was Lost Planet, and Lost Planet is very much a game of its time. It in a lot of ways it feels like a original Xbox game, and then they realize, oh, we can put it on this new system instead. Because I wonder if it probably started development as an original Xbox game, I'm guessing, or a PS2 game. It is very of its era, though. It's it has like one of the worst villain designs I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, you dropped that in the Super Show chat.
Yeah, I put a tweet out about it, or not a tweet.
I don't remember him, so I must have not gotten that far into the game.
No, he doesn't appear until like halfway through. When I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh.
Because I feel like I played like, I don't know,
so
3 or 4 hours maybe.
Yeah, the game is not very long. I did play it through it on easy because I didn't really want to get too into it. I just wanted something that was really short. My wife and kids were gone from Friday to Saturday, and I was like, I wonder if I could play through this. You know, it was about 5 hours on easy, maybe 6 hours. And it's just a breezy little experience. It was the Colonies edition, which the thing that I think is really annoying about it is that, you know, even if you don't care about achievements, like almost all of the achievements in that game are for multiplayer.
Oh,
that's always really annoying when they tie so many achievements to multiplayer when there's probably nobody playing anymore.
Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco.
Yeah, all the Max Payne games are on sale on Steam at the moment.
Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have
Max Payne 3 is good, but yeah, it doesn't have the same kind of style as 1 and 2 does, but it's surprisingly great. I think when I saw, I think me, like a lot of other people, when they saw the design of what they did to Max Payne, like what he looks like, they're like, this is not my Max Payne. What are they doing? And it makes sense in the context of the story, but you do get flashbacks where you see the old Max Payne, at least. Max Payne games on Steam are really broken and don't work on a lot of setups. Okay,
Oh,
that's
really?
there's a mod that lets you skip cutscenes in Max Payne 3 for replays. That was the thing, you couldn't skip those cutscenes, and sometimes you'd have to watch it when you die too.
Oh, jeez.
But I love talking about the airport shootout at the end of that, towards the end of the game. Just a great
I think
scene.
it has to do with how long you hold the button. There we go.
Yeah, that's how I played Max Payne 1. I played it originally on PC also. Yeah, the Max Payne 3 soundtrack is great. But that scene where you during the shootout in the airport at the end of the game is great. And the music on that part is so good.
I guess
So
cracks aren't anything.
how much did you get to check out that new analog 3D firmware?
Oh yeah, a bit. You know, I tried several games. First tried Castlevania, Lament of Innocence. Or not Lament of Innocence. Legacy of Darkness. Lament of Innocence is PS2. Yeah, I mean, it's 480p. What's interesting, I don't know why this is, doesn't particularly bother me, but I just thought it was interesting. When you, so basically what one of the big features of the update is that, the 480i games that are written to a 480p frame buffer, which is, I did not even know that was a thing. Like, I had no idea that a lot of the 480i modes on N64 are actually like internally 480p. Like, that's like nuts to think about N64 games rendering at 480p.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, super crazy.
But then it's interlaced by the system.
It's interlaced by this. Well, because there was nothing to hook it up to.
Right. It's kind of like the 3DO, I guess, but that was 240p frame buffer being.
Yeah, 240p and then it just interlaces it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except N64 usually actually is 240p for 240p games.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the okay, I think I've looped back around to here. So anyway, certain things like you noticed on Rogue Squadron, the menus are still interlaced, and that's because they're field rendered.
Right.
Basically just means they are married to 480i. Like, it's
right. And that's fine for those kinds of things.
Yeah. But then the gameplay is 480p. But something interesting I noticed, at least with something I noticed with at least, the only one I'd try this with was Legacy of Darkness.
Yeah.
I can't confuse.
Not be confused with Curse of Darkness.
Curse of Darkness is the PS2 Xbox game. Yeah.
Yeah. The one with Hector.
But anyway, so if you disable anti-aliasing, it actually doesn't fully disable anti-aliasing, but it's kind of like there's almost like 2 levels of anti-aliasing. And I actually kind of thought it looked good if you set, I don't know if this is really the intended behavior or not, but if you set disable anti-aliasing in a game that's, you know, now effectively running at 480p, then it kind of looks like light anti-aliasing. I thought it looked kind of good. It's like kind of like double anti-aliasing in a way if you have it on, and like, because you play and you're like, oh, like this is good, but it's like not like maybe as sharp as I thought it would be, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it seems good. I tried it in that. I tried it in, what else did I try? I tried, the menu actually in, Top Gear Rally 2, because I noticed during, working on that episode that it looked like, it was actually like native 480 by 640. So that looked really sharp and interesting.
Yeah. And this feature's still in beta. Like it's still like
right, still experimental.
Beta,
and there are like you will kind of get some flickers and flashes. Like for example, in Indiana Jones, when you pause, it like takes a screenshot of the action and then the menu runs in 240p. So, or was it 240p or might have been, no, I think it was field rendered. I think it was field rendered 480i. So it takes a screenshot. So the gameplay itself is 480p, but then there's like kind of a flash and then the menu is like, it's got the bad weave deinterlacing. So, and another thing that I was kind of curious about was when, it says force progressive. I wasn't sure if you force that in another game that doesn't necessarily have any 480i in it, but perhaps it runs at a resolution that's not 320 horizontal, like Space Station Silicon Valley, that I had just recently played through. I knew that looked pretty blurry because of the way its resolution is smeared to 640. Unfortunately, that does not do anything for 240, like 240p games that are running at a resolution other than 320 horizontally. It doesn't fix that, but they did suggest to us that could be a feature in the future. So I hope it's something that they'll still work on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think that would
still have some other
help
stuff
a
to
lot.
do with it too. Still no use for that Wi-Fi antenna that's in it.
Yeah.
I wonder if
I thought it had like a really cool little time zone graphic though, because you can now set the clock.
Yeah, and it remembers. I removed all my cartridges and reinserted them so that you can track your playtime and everything.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to talk about this was like a day or two before the firmware update came out, and there was actually kind of a note in the firmware update about this. Do you want to talk about
the save
what
files?
happened to you this week?
So I ran into. So I've been playing Quest 64 on our Twitch channel, and I don't know. I'm like maybe like 7 hours into it. 6-7 hours, and it's a game that does not have built-in saves. You have to use a memory pack. So the Analog 3D generates a virtual memory pack on a per game basis, and
if you're using
card.
like an 8-bit DOE or other wireless controller,
right? If you're using
a real controller. Unfortunately, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it lets you use the virtual memory packs if you're using a real controller.
Probably not, because there's just no way to switch it back and forth between them.
Yeah,
you can't. Like they added the ability to use the Switch Online controller, and you can switch between the virtual memory pack on that.
Right.
But anyways, what happened was I came back the next day or 2 days later and found that my save data didn't update. And I was like, did it just not save or what's going on? Because I hadn't run into this issue before. And I don't know if it's just like a crapshoot or what. But it turns out that you have to like quit the cartridge for it to write to the save.
Very similar to, like quitting a Mr. Core or...
yes, or just with the Mystery, you can just go into the into the menu. You can set it so that it automatically saves when you go into the menu.
Right, which I do.
Yeah. So,
but you can't. If you did something after your last save, you won't. It won't be saved on Mister. So this is very much a similar situation, but we didn't know it worked that way.
Right, but I feel like it might not be required every single time, because I feel like I've never maybe I have quit the cartridge. I don't remember, or they moved the option to quit the cartridge to the bottom of the screen. It didn't used to be like that. So I ended up losing 3 hours of progress. 30 HP worth of progress. And I had gotten the second stone. And I got kicked all the way back, and an entire day of progress was lost. And that's
no one wants that.
Nobody wants that, but the fact that it happened in Quest 64, a game that is fine.
It's fine, but you don't want to retread your ground in that.
You don't want to retread 3 hours of time in that. So I think that it might be better if I I am just pushing it off for a little while now. So I figured I would do that. I'd redo that portion on my own. So I ended up pivoting over to Magic Knight Ray Earth, which I finished on stream. That's nice. The Saturn version. But I'll come back to Quest 64. It's just going to be a minute, because I'm thinking that I might start up Kingdom Hearts. People were kind of into that idea of streaming Kingdom Hearts, a game that I've not finished. So that might be what I'm going to do for a little bit. Yeah, Magic Knight Ray Earth is on Netflix. I did not know that.
What's on Netflix?
Magic Knight Ray Earth, the anime.
Oh.
And I finished. See, Henry Clark says I've started Kingdom Hearts a few times, but I can never push through, and that's kind of the thing with me. When it came out, I made it all the way very close to the end of the game. What is it, Hollow Bastion is where I made it to, which I'm pretty sure that's that's very close to the end of the game. And then at the time, my girlfriend and I broke up, and I could not bring myself when I was actually actively playing that game, and I could not bring myself to go back and do it. So I tried it on the PS4 version, and I got just up to Alice in Wonderland, and I was like, I'm annoyed. I don't really feel like it. So I will. I think with the help of the chat, we'll be able to work our way through it.
Awesome.
Yeah, but Quest 64, it's just going on hiatus for a little bit. It's okay.
I mean, you might need to remake that progress on the stream after all, because I feel like motivating yourself to catch up off stream is going to be tough.
I feel like I could do something different while I'm doing it, though. Just run around, because you don't even need to go to inns unless you want in the save. You don't have to. You can just heal yourself over and over and over again. So I just grind up.
Oh, so were you grinding that you lost?
No, I just didn't know where to go at the time.
So you ended up getting so you could
getting a lot of
retread the ground easily, but what you're saying is
when you have to get that last thing, there's this really super long cave you got to go through that just keeps on going, and I'm like, when I got through there, I'm like, oh my god, I never want to do that again. Little did I know.
Yeah. So I to be honest, I didn't actually try it in any games, because I was just trying in the menu and was like, ugh. I thought I felt a fair bit of lag navigating the menus, but it could have just been the lag that I always kind of complained about feeling in the analog 3D menus. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I should probably try it in an actual game.
Yes. Like just try
but
Mario 64.
I was immediately like, wow, I feel input lag with this for some reason. I mean,
well, I tried Mario 64 and it felt all right to me, but I
Yeah.
mean, I'm hardly an expert.
yeah,
I was jumping when I hit the button.
yeah, your A button
And-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's $2 from Rally Lancer 95.
Ooh.
Thank you. Saying for old time's sake, get eaten by the scary fish.
Scary fish. Is that if I swim here, or is that like in the jungle? I saw like some piranhas in the jungle. Oh, I
Cheesemeister,
bet if
are
I like
you
tried to
talking about the
swim
Analog
out to
3D?
the island. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he is scary. Well, that's convenient. Put me up here. What? Wait, where did Kira go?
Cheesemeister, that was actually added into the new firmware.
What was it?
Cheesemeister is saying hopefully we get a deinterlacing fix.
Correct. Yeah. So again, it only applies to games that have a 480p frame buffer, which I'm under the impression.
In the sections they have a 480p.
I guess she must be. Okay. Oh, that's where I was heading, but I thought I had to talk to her at her hut first. Anyway, I'm under the impression that actually might be like most 480i games might actually be 480p.
Right. In game, like not the menus usually, or
yeah, at
like,
least in our
Rogue Squadron
experience
has
thus
it in the
far.
menus, but and the ship selection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you should definitely check it out. It works pretty well based on what I've checked out, and but Try checked out a whole bunch more than I did.
Great. You have the 20
And said the Castlevania looks pretty good.
Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees. So try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit
Someone said earlier that this looks like a PS4 remaster, and I feel like they should re-release this trilogy on PS4 or PS4 or PS5.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And just
the community already did the work for them.
Exactly.
There's probably a non-commercial license to Open Goal, though, I would imagine.
Yeah. Does the Mister have a equivalent setting in its core to do that same thing? I don't recall. I know there's like an overclock core that, speeds things up a little bit, but I don't know. I really just like the removing the filter, like the anti-aliasing filter. And I love that it just makes a lot of games look like PS1 games without the texture filtering. I mean, that might be... It's probably blasphemous for the people that really love the system, but I like that aspect. Oh, so there's an 80 megahertz boost core and a new 95 megahertz boost core. That's crazy. I've only tried the 80. When did the 95 or 94 come out? Okay, so it's pretty recent. It just came out last week.
This is actually a lot older than I realized, to be honest. I think this came out around 2000. And Jak
I think
2,
it's 2001.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure it was 2001.
Okay. Well, I saw posts like while I was looking for like texture packs and stuff. I saw posts going back as far as like 4 years ago on Reddit. So, it's it's been around, but you know, I've not been paying a whole lot of attention to this stuff just because, you know, I feel like PC gaming hasn't been quite that accessible to me, you know?
Yeah.
And now it just feels a lot more appealing to kind of explore and set these things up and, you know, just stream them as if this was a console, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's kind of awesome about it.
It's been nice.
Since the last stream, I've gone through and tried to price it out for myself, and I'm just wondering if I can pull like NVMe's from like my old computer that I don't use. I just need.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it doesn't
especially
really
like you
matter if I
might want to
get,
get like a new one, like for your like system drive maybe, but then, you know, for just like extra games. Just like use some old ones.
I could get like a 1 terabyte for the system drive, because I mean everything is just so expensive.
I know.
No. So Newegg, Micro Center was having like a deal where you could get like an extra stick of RAM with like certain builds, and it'd be a bit cheaper. So I was considering at one point doing that, but it's like I kind of want to get like a small case. But if I wanted, you can't adjust the bundle at all. You know, I really wanted to get like one of those, like a ITX core or board, or like, what is it? Is the micro ATX another option?
It's so confusing because it's like the size, you know, from bigger to smaller is ATX, micro ATX, and then mini ITX. Micro is bigger than mini.
Right. Okay.
That's why it gets confusing.
Yeah. Like I kind of wanted to do that to, you know, have it take up like a smaller footprint, because
make it more like a Steam machine.
but it's going to get so much more expensive doing that.
Because the power supplies are more expensive too to fit inside. Like, in fact, one of the reasons Henry recommended the Lee & Lee A3 case that I got was because, if I'm remembering correctly,
you got to activate the portal, I think.
And Henry, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the reasons you recommended my case was that it was able to, it was one of the smaller ones that's able to fit a standard size ATX power supply, which would be cheaper than the smaller the smaller form factor.
It's in the Blue Sage's lab by the end of Fire Canyon. If you don't let us through, then we can't help you.
Either way, you know, when I was looking at prices, if I wanted to go with the smaller form factor, and if I was going to get, I guess I could figure out what to do. Like if I can use one of the NVMe drives that's in the other computer, I could probably use that, save some money. So I don't know. Like, it's just still is costing like $1,600 to $1,800, which is not what I especially want to.
Yeah, well, but you're also planning to buy the higher end AMD GPU.
But that's it's $599 or $499 or $599, either one. Like that's like half. I mean, that's a good portion of the price, but I mean, it's really it's not very accessible.
Well, you're waiting to see what happens with your taxes, maybe.
Yeah, well, that, and you know, like if I can pick up some other work, which I am doing, so.
You should look at the case. Like, I honestly, like, it looked so thin. Like, I don't know if there might be some particular considerations with, I mean, certainly probably with PSU. I don't know if like there would be graphics card limitations, or CPU cooler limitations, or if perhaps the whole unit would be louder due to how small it was. But I really liked the case that Urameshi was building in. If you did you see the new channel on our Discord that was about like console that Henry made for consoleized PC discussion? Did you see the case that Uramishi built
Yeah,
in?
yeah,
It was
the
like
one
kind of
that,
like PS5 sized. It was kind of nice.
kind of, yeah. See, you know, Henry's already saying like, you know, AMD GPUs are going up. 970 already has. I mean, maybe I'm just screwed. And
I mean,
that's okay. That's okay if I'm screwed. It's all right. Then I won't do it. You know, like it is purely a luxury.
yeah.
I can play a lot of these games. I can play these games on my Windows PC. You know, and I can capture it using my Ninja.
Yeah.
Which I have done. So,
but you know, like I guess.
Yeah, I mean, well, hopefully, AI is going to implode here in the next couple months. So, I mean, it's very possible.
Wow.
And then, you know, all these deals.
I mean, Henry said that. I mean, of course, you know, Micron got out of the consumer business anyway, but.
You two look like a couple of capable fellows.
But anyway, he said that like OpenAI alone secured like 40% of their RAM for this year.
That's why the RAM is the way it is. It's specifically because of them. Specifically.
But
that's also why everybody's electricity bills are going up.
I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles.
So, yeah.
Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice
And it's,
try.
you know,
But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me
Microsoft is already panicking, you know, over like Copilot, saying we need to like rebuild our consumer trust.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah. I don't know if that's even possible. So I don't know. I don't need to build the game piece, a Linux PC. It's pure luxury. It's not necessary at all.
But maybe
Eventually, but I mean, if it's going to cost me thousands of dollars, and I'm not going to do it. So it's not like I don't have other things to play.
Yeah.
So
But like I said in I think it was in the first of those podcast videos I did with Henry, you know, it kind of feels like we're hunkering down for a hardware winter.
a long winter that's probably going to last for the next 3 years, maybe. Probably a lot longer than that. I could always replay Diablo 2. That's correct. Maybe just continue on with Diablo 4. I need to get back to that. I barely even played far into the first chapter. I'm trying to finish Judgment, and it's like I am just dragging myself through it.
It's just not. Really it doesn't grab you in the same way as.
It's just not grabbing me, and I feel really bad about it. So I'm just like, it's on easy. I'm mainlining it, but it's just like it keeps on going.
Is it just is it like too serious compared to Yakuza?
No. I don't know. I just feel like the I don't know, just there's a lot of like detective stuff going on, which could be cool, but it's like, all right, now you got to like look at this thing in first person mode and like look for like clues and stuff on it. And it just, I don't know. It just is not working for me. And I wish that it did, because I do like the characters. But I think that the story could stand to be going a lot faster. I think that's the main problem, is that the story takes its sweet time. So you know, I think Abio is bunk is saying, I love Judgment, played it twice, never beat a Yakuza game. I mean, it's different things for different people, I guess. You know, it's not. Judgment's just not grabbing. Although, you know, I've heard someone who played Lost Judgment said that they didn't like the first Judgment and like loved the second one. So I'm sure they probably figured out a way to make it a lot more enjoyable with the second one. But I'm just trying to get through it. You know, not really doing any of the side cases or anything like that.
I like how fixing the bridge was moving pontoon platforms. That's not a real bridge.
I see a Soul Corpse is saying, what you need is edibles. Edibles make any Yakuza game go insane.
What?
Maybe, but I think that my problem is that I can think of a million other games that I'd rather play.
Edibles? What? I don't get the joke.
It's a weed gummy.
Oh. my brain was going to edible arrangements.
Oh yeah.
There's one of those next to the local camera store.
Oh yeah. Have you ever had an edible arrangement?
Maybe at my old job at some point.
Yeah, someone got
I mean,
it for
not
you?
for me, but like for like the office, maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. I mean, when my daughter was born, they my office sent us an edible arrangement. Just ate the big pieces of pineapple on it. It was very good. But I feel like that would. I'd rather just. My problem is like when I have something like that, I think like, oh, I just want to play something I've never played before, and I play it for 20 minutes. I'm like, I want to play something else, and I just keep on doing it.
Uh-oh, I didn't mean to go back up.
I end up playing like stuff that I have no intention of continuing.
But yeah, it's a bummer you're not liking Judgment too much.
Yeah, I need to.
Hopefully, I mean, I'll be curious. I mean, you know, like I said, like I accepted that I'm going to have to play the non like Dragon Engine games on easy, just because I'm just disinterested in their gameplay, right?
Yeah.
I'll be curious how I take to Judgment when I get to it. Who could say?
Or it's probably not even essential because I know that they're not
Yeah,
going to.
but I mean, I
continue
have
the
it, so
story.
I intend to try it, right?
Yeah, they're not. Apparently, the guy who's the Yagami's face is modeled after.
Yeah, like his like agency isn't allowing him to
do another one. Yeah,
to do another one.
So it's like that series is done.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Like my understanding is it's basically because like Sega is like, well, it has to be on PC. And they don't want it modded. The guy's agency is like, oh, well, he can't be in on a platform where like people could like mod his likeness.
Right. Yep. You know, if we're gonna briefly talk about edibles, can I tell everybody that I very much enjoy the THC seltzers, like my new drink of choice, which are, you know, totally legal if you're 21. And I don't feel like garbage at all, and it just like gets me nice and relaxed, maybe a little smiley. for the evening. I thought about it, because like I've had drinks on this stream before. And I'm like, there was one time I was like, well, do you think I asked her, I said, do you think that I should have one of these? Do you think I could have one of these like while I'm streaming? And she's like, I don't know, you act pretty high. So she's like, I don't know if that would be a good idea for you to be on stream and have a THC seltzer. I mean, they're completely legal. So oh, you know what? Thinking about it now, I did have one during the Outlast stream. Thinking back on it, I think that might have been the time. I think the one I like is the brand is called Cycling Frog, and they had to change the logo. They had to change the logo on the can because it was like it was a picture of a frog on this big bike. With like those like old bicycles that like have that gigantic front wheel and a tiny little back wheel. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen like those? Like maybe clowns ride on them?
Yes.
So dang
it.
That was like the logo, right? And I really like it. They have this really good
is that brand
flavor.
Is that like style of bike trademarked or something?
No. They had to like put a censored thing over the frog because apparently it looked too like kid friendly.
Oh.
Like if kids saw that in the refrigerator, they would be like, "Oh,
it's a kid's drink."
It's a kid's drink. So they had to like censor that. So I don't know if they're gonna change their logo, but whatever they did for the time being is they went through and it looks like a sticker over the frog, but they must have had to do another screen print, and it says like warning, tastes delicious or something on there. It's really kind of silly. Sorry, this is like not usually the kind of discussion that happens during these streams, but it is no different than saying, oh, like I like high noons, right? It's available at the same places now. But I highly recommend it, and one is enough to like.
Oh, jeez.
Do what I need for the night, and then I end up sleeping really, really well. Yes, exactly. Everything in moderation. That's a good way to change my my message to where them seltzers at. I don't know. I can never change it from where them cookies at. Sorry. It's not possible.
You have to be Arthur forever.
I'm never changing Arthur.
Although, did you see that Joe declared Ghosts and Ghouls and Ghosts to be worse than some edutainment game for the 3DO?
No, is this an ending skit?
No, not even an ending skit.
Really?
It's it has fewer apostrophes than the title of, I think it was 3DO. It could have been something else, like some edutainment title that had 3 apostrophes in the title.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, sorry, Ghouls and Ghosts.
Mr. Dots always has like the most encouraging things to say, saying, as long as you're happy and healthy, you do you. And I say, thank you very much, I will.
Ow. Dang it, I hope I had.
Sometimes I feel like it's
Good,
the only thing keeping me sane in an insane world.
By the way, I didn't have to do any controller config at all for this game.
It just worked?
It just worked with the DualSense. And the Sonic, same thing with the Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
It auto detected I was using, you know, it was of course the Xbox 360 version that was dumped, but it detected I was using a DualSense and it had PlayStation button glyphs.
It's nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
But it also gave me the option. I guess the Xbox version has a warmer color correction tint for some reason.
Huh.
And it like, so it has an option of like Xbox color correction or not, which is interesting. I'd be curious to double check against how the actual Xbox 360 version behaves, because I noticed whenever there was a fade to black, it looked sort of weirdly like warm. And I wonder if the Xbox, it actually looks like that on Xbox 360. You know, I don't know if you remember, but there were a lot of instances of Xbox 360 games had crushed black levels compared to PS.
Right, but
PS3
the 360 has like a whole bunch of different, like not like gamma correction settings or whatever. It has like PC black levels. It has like,
well, it's got some that are like totally made up as well.
yeah, there's like 4 of them. Right?
There's like there's one that I think is literally called like intermediate. It's like that.
Yes,
that is not a thing.
Yeah.
Except in Xbox 360 world. Like, why is it there? I don't know.
It's funny that like, you know, you had to spend that time on the Xbox 360 because I was installing my games because I was capturing stuff for the Super Show, the DF Retro Super Show, which is probably fine if we say what it's on. It's on the Unreal Engine 3. So I was just like kind of revisiting some of these old Unreal Engine 3 games, and it's been pretty fun. But that's one of the things you talked about when we recorded it, about the crushed black levels.
Oh, did I mention that? I don't.
Well, I mean, you said that's like the crushed black levels or something you associate with the Unreal.
Yeah, with Unreal in general, not necessarily Xbox 360, but like I do feel like a lot of games are just like overly, just like the dark end of the spectrum. They just kind of like over accentuate for some reason.
Right.
Like it could have just been, I don't know if it was something specific to the engine or if it was like just kind of the trend of the day.
You can't go down those whirlpools, right?
It looks like I can escape them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember this area at all.
You can roll off the edge, right, and jump. It's very Donkey Kong Country-esque, right? I'm pretty sure that's how you.
Can you roll? I mean, you can double jump, so.
But you can. I'm pretty sure you can roll and jump out of the roll, and you can do it off of edges.
I'll check that out at my soonest convenience. I don't know how to fight those things.
Well, better you than me.
How long is this game to finish? I couldn't tell you. I don't
feel like
remember.
I'm
I've only
moving
played
through
through
it
it once
surprisingly
on the PS2.
fast. I mean, I've only played through it once before.
Yeah, so, I mean, same here.
But I did 100% it.
I don't think I 100%ed it. I came pretty close.
But I loved it. I remember I was playing this game. Like I was actually like in this kind of this second region. I don't remember this like underwater city, but I do remember like this region. I remember like I was like I have a very specific memory of playing like in this area of the game, like the week I graduated from high school.
That's crazy because I definitely remember playing this, you know, like when I was well into college. But I was when I was living. Was it when I was living alone?
Oh crap!
Yeah, I would have been living on my own at that time. Not in the dorms. I was like I had a small little studio apartment on Elmwood Avenue in Buffalo. In this building called Elmwood Heights. And the bed in there, like the platform for the bed was like built into the wall and was high up. It was actually really cool. So I just had a mattress, not a mattress, but a like a futon mattress that I slept on for like the entire time I lived there. And my computer was right underneath the bed. It was just like this platform. It was very cool.
Huh. I feel like I may have seen something like that before in like a Japanese movie or something.
Oh.
Maybe?
I could see that being
I
the
mean,
case.
futons are very common in Japan. Although I think they're usually more like they're more like just a bed on the floor rather than a couch so much, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's going to close it up.
Oh, there's $5 from Led Zeppo. 32. Thank you. With no message attached. That's Mega X6.
Yes, thank you. Can I long jump there? Or here, I'm going to try your roll jump in the air. Let's see if it works. Oh no! Did that shut them all off? Oh, dang it. I don't think it worked. I mean, you do.
I feel like you got to hit jump before when you're still rolling. I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't have to go. See, you just did it.
I mean, you definitely. I mean, you do a long jump, but like, I don't know if it works like after you're already off the ledge. I don't know.
For some reason, I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't.
I'm not so sure.
What was the rent for a studio apartment in Buffalo in the Dark Ages? I want to say it was $420. And I know that someone mentioned that before, but I feel like for some reason, I feel like that's how much it was. But I might be confusing that with something else.
Oh, dang it.
And I'm not just saying it because someone mentioned that number earlier. I feel like that's maybe exactly what it was. I mean, that would have been, 2001. Because in that same apartment, I was in that same apartment when I played through Metal Gear Solid 2 and Final Fantasy X. And Arc the Lad 1, but not 2. I had moved somewhere else when I played through 2 and 3.
This is tricky.
See, Kendrick Buffalo saying nowadays my brother paid like $800-ish for a studio near the Buffalo Zoo. I for some reason I think I saw something about. I've had a friend who lived close to where that apartment was, and she sent me a picture saying like, oh, like it's torn down or something. Now, like they got condemned or something like that, and then torn down. I was in that apartment when 9/11 happened. I saw 9/11 happen, or saw 9/11 happening on my little 19-inch TV that I had in that apartment. It's one of those things, you know. Always remember where you were.
This is when they finally figured out that 3D platformers don't need lives.
Yes. I think this might be the first game that I played that didn't have lives. Why was I in Buffalo? I went to school in Buffalo, but I grew up outside of Buffalo. I grew up in Jamestown, which is like an hour and 15 minutes away.
That's pretty far for you to always say you grew up
outside. Yeah, I mean,
well, you always say I grew up in Buffalo, but that's pretty far. But I mean, I guess it was still your closest metro area, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I went to UB.
I forget which Super Show episode it was, but I liked when John was like describing where he lived in Florence, Kentucky, and what road and everything. He's like, I'm doxing myself 20 years ago or something.
Yeah. Kendrick, I did not know Nick Sirianni. He went to Southwestern High School, and I went to Maple Grove Junior Senior High School. So we definitely played them against them in sports, but I didn't play sports in high school, or except for bowling when I was a kid. And I think that he's younger than me, anyways. So I would have already been graduated by the time that he did, or when he was there.
Have your insect collection?
Valid question. Anyone living in Buffalo? Why did you live in Buffalo? Because that's where. I mean, that's where my family was from. I didn't have much of a choice. And the summers are really beautiful there.
Hey, it looks like you could jump dive onto those guys. I'll bet we can get all those things.
I mean, I think that those, like the summers there, are better than a lot of places.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
The only sports you need are Wii Sports. I don't know if you saw this in the Discord, but did you see? It might have been in the pickups channel. Hang on, I gotta make sure where Fenris Wolf Retro bought this controller for the Wii, for Wii bowling, and it's a controller that's a bowling ball.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's the from ETA. It's the bowling ball controller with locking wrist strap.
Wow.
Play like a pro. I'm looking at it. More realistic gameplay, better accuracy, everything you need to take bowling to the next level. Includes hole adapters to adjust to any finger size. It has Wii Motion Plus built into this ball.
Wait, what?
Well, it says Wii Motion Plus compatible.
Oh, but was there bowling? Was bowling in like Wii Sports Resort or not?
Yeah, it says compatible with the Wii Sports Resort.
Is bowling really in that?
Oh, there's no way that they would remove it. There's no, it's definitely in there because that is the most popular thing in there. There's no way they would remove that from it, especially when they stopped including it with every system. You got a high jump.
That seems, huh?
You got a high jump apparently up there. Oh, maybe you have to long jump.
Oh, I failed at doing the high jump. So let's see.
See, Dad 1153 another $2.
I can't double jump if I high jump.
Dad 1153 another $2 says, I hated the Iron Lung movie, but it's #2 at the box office. So I didn't really know. I've never played the game or had even heard about this game. Are you familiar with this?
No, there's a movie about a video game that I've never heard of in the theater right now.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting what has happened. So it's an indie game, right? It's like this guy is in this like submarine, like on Earth, and he's like going through like a ocean of blood or something like that. But so, are you familiar with the YouTube Let's Player Markiplier?
I mean, I've heard of him, sure.
Yeah, you know that he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So he liked this game so much that he wrote, directed, and funded this movie.
Oh, he directed it.
He directed it, and he acted in it. I think he might be the only person in it.
That's insane.
And he made it for $3 million, and it made back its production budget, from Thursday night previews or something like that. And he didn't advertise it at all. He just talked about it like on his channel and on his stuff that he was making it.
It's wow.
It was #2 at the box office.
Thanks for the XX Circle tip, Rally Lancer. It's like the new Super Mario flutter.
Yes.
That's very handy. Good to know.
Is it just him in the sub for 2 hours? I don't know, but it's a horror movie based on an indie game, which is also really cool for this indie game developer that made this game, right? To like have your movie, for him to like fund and like make that movie, right?
Like
just because he liked the game so
theater.
much. Yeah, it made $17 million in opening weekend. That's great. That's like it's very cool like that he just did that, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure that it's about 99% is him, other cast are voices. It's just like the one person in this like submarine. In the future or something like that, where all the oceans have turned to blood or something like that. I don't know.
It's like Death Stranding, but blood instead of tar.
Yeah, and with submarines, just with one person going through it. I don't really know too much about it. That's just based on like what I've kind of picked up from other people talking about it. And like it's interesting that Dad 1153 didn't like it, but I think that's fine. You know, like I think that's it's an alien planet that he sent the survey. Okay. But it is like is it like an ocean of blood? Does that sound familiar? Or that sound right? Yeah, yes, yeah, it's an ocean of literal blood. I mean, that sounds cool, right?
I guess. Scary.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's pretty cool that he was able to do that, and maybe that's the future, right? I never saw the was it Chris Stuckman did this made a horror movie. He's like a movie YouTuber. But he like crowdfunded this movie, and it was called like something Oaks. Well, Shelby Oaks, I think it was called.
Maybe one day I can make my Final Fantasy VI trilogy.
There you go.
That I dreamed of making when I was in college.
What movie are we busting out right now? Nothing.
It's the Final Fantasy VI trilogy. That's
yeah.
I'm the next Peter Jackson.
And it's just us in it.
Yeah, that's not going to be good to go in there.
Just a camera pointed at us while we play through.
Yeah, it's just us. That's how we used to make our old movies in high school. Like if we had to do an action scene that was like, you know, something that would be too complicated to shoot, we just like point the screen at a leveling GoldenEye. We just like literally point the camera at like running through the archives of GoldenEye.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's I see Rad Dude is saying, I think it's a big win for indie films as a whole. One singular guy getting a film in theaters across the U.S. is incredible. I mean, that's the thing I think about. Like, if I was a billionaire, I would literally just
make cool stuff happen.
Yeah, I would just, you know, I would find people that really like certain games. Like, I will totally fund you to like make a movie about this.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Why not?
Don't forget that jump circle. You just need to get like a little bit of extra distance there. Yeah, I'm gonna make a 10-hour Quest 64 movie that if you don't watch it all in one sitting, you get set back 3 hours. It rewinds the movie in 3 hours.
Whoa!
I watched the never watched the whole thing before. Oh, that's cool. Watched the anime Perfect Blue.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's good. It's like
creepy.
Crazy. It's super creepy. Because I think the reason I thought about watching it is because, you know, I don't know if you've seen any of the things about the AI history show that Darren Aronofsky is doing. Like this day in history, 1776, and everyone like looks like it's all like made in AI, and it looks
like made in AI, like in a way that's like that's meant to be like bad.
What? No, it's like meant to be like good, but everyone like has this weird, like that weird. Like, all their eyes look dead, and like they all have like this waxy sheen. Looks like they are slightly covered in a very thin layer of whatever that the stuff is that covers like the xenomorph in Alien. like a thin layer of slime.
So I guess I'm confused if it's meant to like.
No, it's meant
if it's using AI like ironically. Or,
No. It's very, very serious. It is a very, very serious attempt.
That sounds bad though.
Yeah, it's weird, and the reason that I thought about that, and like Darren Aronofsky was like criticized a lot for his. I mean, not criticized, but he also won like best director and got like best picture for his movie Black Swan, which essentially like rips off Perfect Blue.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that. Yeah.
But I saw people talking about it. I was like, I never watched Perfect Blue all the way through. I mean, I don't even think it's the kind of movie that you want to watch all the way through. I don't remember like why I didn't watch the whole thing. Heavily inspired by Rips Off. It's like the idea is very, very close. It feels more than an homage. It feels like more than an homage, I think. It's $5 from Rally Lancer 95.
Thank you.
Saying stand still and press triangle with yellow eco. That's how you shoot the flock. It automatically, I think, homes to them, I think.
Ah, I see.
Oh, it's shot for shot identical in places.
But it's not licensed. Like, people that made Perfect Blue didn't get anything out of it, right?
Right. Well, the director said it was a ripoff. He was not happy about it, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw like a quote from him saying, I've heard people call it an homage, but this seems pretty much like a ripoff to me.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Vitros is saying I was being sarcastic with my who's to say. He says, homage, ripoff, who's to say? I have not watched Mind Games.
I think I started to say this, but I don't think I finished. I think I got sidetracked. The reason I'm not playing in like a higher frame rate mode than 60 is because, it says experimental, and there was definitely some weird like timing things going on. Like you jump really slowly if you go over 60 FPS.
In what?
You kind of jump slowly when you're.
In this?
When it's over 60 FPS, yeah. So
okay.
That's why I'm doing 60.
I see. So tell me a little bit about what you were doing with Alice Return to Madness, like running at 31 FPS.
Well, the game is capped at, the PC version is capped at 31 FPS for some reason.
Such a weird thing.
It's very weird.
And is it kind of like break, like capture and stuff like that, or does it just make it run really weird?
It just, I mean, obviously it looks bad because there's like a hitch every second, right?
Oh, okay.
But like it's weird. I mean, Final Fantasy 11's not dissimilar. It's I think 29 FPS.
Wait, what is?
Final Fantasy 11.
Oh, that's weird, too.
Yeah. It's weird. Do
you know if the backwards compatibility version on Series X runs at 60?
I don't think so, but I don't think that one has the weird frame rate cap. I'm talking about...
Right.
I think it's... I mean, I don't have it. I have it installed through, Drummer Lynn owns it through the Steam family. But
Oh, okay. So you don't.
I edited the INI file to work at 60, and it seemed fine. I saw some people saying that they kind of thought that the pig snouts were like harder to hit if you go to 60. But like otherwise, like people seem to think there was no problem. I mean, I was able to shoot the pig snouts. That you had to be pretty accurate, but seemed fine.
I'd like to see if it runs at 60 on Series X.
I don't think so.
I doubt it does.
I've
I was
tried
playing
it
on
before.
360 because I needed to capture it because he talked about it. He talked
Right.
about the hair in that game.
Which is incredible.
Yeah. But I'm like, oh, I know this game is backwards compatible. And it also gives you the first game, the port of the first game.
Right. That's the reason I got the 360.
But I was like, I want to keep on playing this. It's pretty cool.
It is really cool. Like the
combat's really...
it feels good.
It really feels good, yeah.
It's like, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a nice middle ground between like Zelda and more of like a Platinum Games kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like like the character action genre is like not super my thing. Like it's fine, but I don't love it. But this like it felt like closer to a Zelda pace. And I was like, I really like that.
Oh. Dad 1153, I don't see that. He'd have to, unless it was there was a $2 from Jay Gray with a Jay Gray BC 5-ounce with $2 with no message attached to that. Thank you. But there's nothing from InGen UK that I'm seeing on here. I don't even know how to do that. But if he wants to just post it in here, like if he refunds it and just wants to post what he was gonna say, he doesn't need to donate or anything like that. But yeah, I kind of want to keep on playing it.
I know. It's like that pepper grinder just like feels so good.
I was not expecting a minigun.
Yeah, but you've got a knife and you've got a knife and a gun, just like Bayonetta.
Yeah, exactly. And you can jump and keep on jumping and floating. You can keep on twirling. I think it doesn't limit. You slowly descend, but you can keep on getting little jumps if you need to.
Right. Yeah, it's really good. It's like it's like it feels like the combat feels sort of Zelda-like, but but it's a platformer.
Yeah.
It is super cool.
Yeah,
I
I only
like it
played
a
through
lot.
like the opening areas.
Yeah, like I'd played like enough to see that the hair looks awesome.
Yeah.
But I'd never like played beyond that before.
Yeah.
And I played like 30 minutes the other day, just because I wanted, mostly for the video I'm working on. Like I wanted to have at least a few examples where I'm like, okay, I want to do something that's like a little non-standard, because I don't like dealing with changing too much stuff in PC games. But like, what if I tried a few things that weren't overly arduous?
Right.
And like when I saw that the game was locked to 31 frames per second, I'm like, okay, this is something that I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
And
what a weird thing.
And it was fine. Yeah, it doesn't seem to break anything. Like, I heard that it might be bad to play it above 60. But, like, the only thing I saw was just some, like, hearsay that's like, oh, I thought I had a pretty hard time shooting the pig snouts at 60. But it seemed fine. Yeah, I've not played the first Alice. I mean,
no, because it was PC only.
It was PC only until they made the version for they made a version, I think, just to include with the 360 version of Alice 2.
Right. So you can play that on, on. I don't know if it came out for was included with the PS3 version, but it's backwards compatible on the Series X, on all of them, I guess. But so that's the reason I have that one.
I remember booting up that Xbox version of the first Alice.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely had a very PC gamey feel.
Oh yeah,
to it.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's like uses the Half-Life engine or something like that. Which was like it used, or is it? It was like a Quake 3 engine or something like that. It was like it used. I don't remember what it was. I'm sure someone in the chat can tell me exactly what engine it used.
I guess I don't want the rats to eat the cupcakes.
I mean, maybe they are supposed to be like a little janky and weird, but they're, at least that second one, from what I've played, is very, very fun to play.
Yeah.
If you like that, what is it, like that gothic look, too. That's kind of an interesting, unique take on that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, I expected to like it, but like you, I was just like, oh, I want to keep playing.
Yeah. So the remake of one DLC might not be available anymore. I remember watching a video recently about EA games you can't play anymore. So if you have an Xbox Series X and you just get the Madness Return disc, it automatically just gives you the first game in backwards compatibility.
Oh no!
You don't even have to redeem it. I think it just gives it to you.
Over there.
PS3 version of Alice Madness Returns like $50. Must be a rare disc or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the Xbox version is definitely the one you want because of backwards compatibility anyway.
Yeah, if you have
and the extra game. But yeah, I remember it being a little expensive. Kind of a similar situation like a Lollipop Chainsaw, where the PS3 version is just expensive for no reason. Other than, I guess, some people have a PS3 and no Xbox 360, so they want that version, I guess.
Yeah. That's I have the PS3 version for whatever reason. Because at that time, I was buying a lot of games on PS3 anyways. Probably because the PS3, the hardware felt more reliable and will last longer.
Oh!
Get him!
Oh wait, how did I disable subtitles? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. I think it was like hitting square and X at the same time or something. Weird.
PS Wii Club, Wii 60, PS Wii 60. That's like what you'd say if you had all three, right?
I was thinking about going Wii 60, but I went PS Wii.
PS Wii. Yeah.
How do you get up there?
I purchased 4 Xbox 360s at garage sale, and none of them have worked.
Oh, and of course, a nice thing about this game, this port, is you've got these controls, which you do not have on.
So here's on the PS2 version.
On the PS2 version, yeah.
So I heard that you can access these controls like it's like a hidden setting.
Oh, really?
I think I'm pretty sure that somebody told me that in the video that I talked about the collection.
Yeah.
Where I said, oh, it's hard for me to go back and play the PS2 version because of the inverted camera, and someone says, oh, you can do that in the original version.
It's like a debug menu or something.
I don't know. Like you might have to hold down the button when you go into the settings, and it will give you another menu.
Remember this effect that John
Oh yeah,
complimented in his the graphical effects we think are still impressive. He loved the heat haze from the torches in this game.
Yeah.
I went and captured a bit of it for that. But man, like I think this game really holds up, and it just goes to show that my distaste for Jak 2 has nothing to do with, just it's it's not like it's just like, oh, like this game hasn't held up either. No, Jak 2 is just not good.
Yeah.
I can't believe the number of people that were defending it, honestly. I just never really heard people say anything good about it, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I wonder if to some extent it's an age thing, because like people
been a lot of comments saying, oh, it was like aimed at teenagers.
Right. And I was in college when it came out, and so obviously I was technically a teenager too, an older teenager. But it kind of felt like kids could have seen it as like the GTA or the edgy game that they were allowed to play, I wonder if that was a big part of it. And for me, it was just like eye roll. I see what they're trying to do here. They're taking away the fun whimsy of this original game. Like, it's just such a more appealing setting.
Yeah, and just the gameplay is more fun, I think.
Yeah, I mean the guns are the mission based like gun action is not fun. Like there's almost never anything that you do in a mission in that game that's like actually fun. Like sometimes it's less annoying than other times, but it's never like fun.
Yeah. I would have loved to be like a fly on the wall, like to see like the meetings that it took to decide to do what they did with 2. I mean, you think they started even developing like a normal sequel to this at some point? Like they had
You know, it's weird
some,
because
like beta gameplay of like
I
a
feel
real
like
sequel.
at the time, like I don't know if this was just like the community's made up narrative, but like I feel like I heard that this didn't sell that well, and so they're like, oh, we need to go a little edgier or something, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually true. Like that might have just been like the community. I mean, this game is very beloved, but like I was always under the impression that like, oh, maybe this didn't sell well because it was like too agreeable. Kids want something with a bit more of an edge.
Yeah.
I mean, this game isn't without an edge.
For the
you
edge
know,
lords out there.
It's the characters have their quirks.
Yeah.
And witticisms.
Yeah, the Lost Frontier. That's the PSP one, but also got a PS2 release, I think.
Right. And
I wonder if that's supposed to be pretty good. I wonder if it is.
I don't know.
That feels more like this.
Yeah, the vibe always looked at least like it was trying to get closer to. It felt like it was trying to get closer to this, right?
Yeah. Was that Bend that did that?
Quite possibly.
I don't know if it was the same, or Bend did like the God of War PSP games, right? Was that Bend, or is that?
I think that's right. But the FAQ for the Open Goal project, which is this decomp that they said, are you going to do Lost Legacy? And they said no because it's they're only working on Naughty Dog's engine.
Oh, okay.
That's what they wanted to do, So no, this, and Lost Legacy is based on totally different technology. So
right.
It's the other question was, are you going to do Ratchet and Clank? And they said, well, Ratchet and Clank uses some small piece of Naughty Dog technology, but otherwise, it's Insomniac's engine, So,
right.
I think people are just thinking of the games from a more superficial perspective of like, oh, these games seem similar, seem related, but they're like thinking of it from a technology perspective of like, well, we're not doing, that's someone else's job.
Yeah.
I do hope someone else does it though. Does Ratchet and Clank. Like, I mean, hopefully there's just going to be so many things like this over the years,
Yeah.
Because they're really neat, especially when they're done, especially when they're done in a way where it's easy to put like a nice little texture pack in it, even if it's just boosting the basics. It's nice. I've been. This was one of the things that I most wanted.
That's one of those flying lurkers.
That I most wanted to do with my new computer, and I'm happy that it has held my interest and attention.
Yeah.
Like I was, I'm probably gonna get kind of bored of messing with these decomps at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I will at some point, but like I was probably going to be like, yeah, it's not actually that interesting or something. And it's like I don't know if I will actually finish playing through Ocarina and this anytime soon this way, but I'm really enjoying it. Like it's very much something that I so far, like a lot of these have very much been ways that I would like to play through.
Just like revisit them, play them for a different experience.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is every bit as good or better than a product Sony could put out there for money.
Mm-hmm.
The textures, they would probably do a little more with the textures, and they'd probably do a little more with like updating the character models. But, eventually things like that could come to this game. I mean, there's actually a ton of mods for this, but most of them just seem to be kind of like jokey stuff. Like they're...
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty typical.
I see Mr. Dots is now referring to it as a Jackster game.
A Jackster game?
Yeah, a Jackster. I saw that somebody in the chat is saying a special hello from Crimea, Yalta.
Oh.
There's a lot of people from all over the world saying hello. I saw someone from Tokyo earlier saying greetings from Tokyo. And there's somebody else from, it might have been someone from France. Was saying hello from France.
Wow.
At the beginning of the stream. Lots of people from all over the world watching.
More than usual. And when I'm in Germany, you'll have to be coming up with something to do on the streams.
Yeah. As the Cheesemeisters in Tokyo saying greetings from Tokyo.
Huh? Yeah,
That's
a little
cool.
easier to catch our streams from, say, Tokyo and Australia than Europe, I would say.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to visit John at the very end of this month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to miss the launch of Resident Evil 9, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I missed, the two times I've gone have coincidentally been during the week of my most anticipated release for the year. Last time was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah. That's all right.
So I guess February and March are kind of becoming the new November.
Yeah, well, Resident Evil's been coming out in February and March for a while now.
Yeah, that's
I feel
true.
like. So I'll figure out something to do for the couple of weeks because you'll be gone for 2 weeks. So I'll have two streams.
2 Sundays, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See if I can
you're-
figure out some fun guests. You see the Fusion Fix mod for Grand Theft Auto 4. No, I barely even played GTA 4. I remember when it came out, it was just like it was pretty mixed when that came out. I remember people were very mixed on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff about it that people didn't like. You can press R1 to hop.
Oh, okay. Is that going to help me catch these lurkers? Does anyone... They seem to go about the same speed as me. I'm sure I'm supposed to beat them all to get something.
Mr. Dust says GTA 4 is the last game I waited in line during a midnight release.
Wow.
For.
Is it GTA 4 or maybe it's GTA 3? There's some GTA decomp or recomp.
It wouldn't surprise me if, 3 feels like it would be a no-brainer.
Well, and especially considering there's like the Dreamcast port and stuff, I wonder if any of the work on that, could be shared or related.
Yeah. I've been thinking I should play GTA 5. It's been around for so long, and I've have many different versions of it for whatever reason. I've only I've never paid full price for it though.
For saving those molds, that's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out.
Who makes these decoms? Different teams make different games.
Yep. There's someone called, I think it's like Mr. Wise Guy or something, who's the one that made like the recomp system for N64. If I hope I have,
Oh, you have the orb.
I hope I have that name right.
Power cell we agreed upon.
And I believe that's kind of pitched as a way to. I don't fully understand what the difference between decomp and recomp is. Like I know that decomp tends to be a bit more of a manual process, and not to say that recomp is, trivial by any means, but I think it gets you at a starting point much faster. There might be a little more under the hood stuff you can do with a decomp versus a recomp, but I don't fully understand. But like I know someone's doing one for Quest 64. Like, would someone do a full decomp, like put in all the work to decompile Quest 64? Probably not. But it's cool that it's happening. I'd play it.
One ring down, a bunch to go.
I wouldn't lose my save data.
Probably not. I wonder if the reason that Mr. and Analog 3D and stuff like that need to do that, it always, the game always kind of hitches when you like open the menu and it does the save. I wonder, like, I don't know if that happens on Analog 3D, but
it needs to
on
write to the SD card.
Mr. So, but it's like doing like some process. It's doing some process that I guess requires
it to like write to the
right.
To the
So
card,
it's like it's doing some process that's like outside what the console normally does. Right. So
yeah.
I wonder if that's the reason, just in the interest of like authenticity and not taking away resources from
Fly through each ring before they
so that it doesn't do something that the game would normally do.
Yeah. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, at least with the mystery, you can just... I would just hit the menu button every time that I save the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's doing something. That's the whole thing with the... That's what got me in trouble with
right.
Quest, is that you don't know that it's actually doing that.
Right.
If there's like some sort of like image on the screen that kind of like reminds you to do that, or if they could just make it so that if you opened up the menu, it would do it.
Right.
Comp USA. I don't think I ever went to a Comp USA.
Oh yeah. I had Comp USA back when I lived in Delaware.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I met up with Matt Lisi and his son back in December.
Mm-hmm.
And we met up in Micro Center and then went to get dinner. And I asked his son, have you ever been in a store like this before? He's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, that's cool.
We used to have stores like this.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So
like
you
like
had,
Circuit
what kind of stores had you been into that were like Micro Center-esque? Because Comp USA was very much like that back in the day.
Well, yeah. I mean, Circuit City was similar.
Was it?
I mean,
I don't remember so much of a focus on computers.
yeah, I mean, I bought like all my computer hardware from Electronics Boutique. That's where I got my first computer parts.
Yeah, see, I don't ever remember a time when you bought like CPUs and GPUs and motherboards and
No,
RAM.
no, never anything like that.
Well, then what did you? You just
What
like
did I
got
buy?
pre-built
I bought,
Alienware
I bought a
or something?
33.6 modem there. I feel like I got RAM there too. Because that's all stuff that I like figured out how to like get that stuff running in a computer for the first time.
Right.
And it was in my dad's old Packard Bell that he gave me. And I was like, oh, I can actually upgrade this to make it a little bit better, like getting a 33.6 modem. That was a big deal.
This is, oh my gosh, no! That's a challenging route.
Yeah, there's definitely GPUs there though. I mean, that's where I got my Voodoo 3 there. So like probably something from Diamond from there.
Is Diamond the same company that made the Diamond VC500?
I think so.
Really? So they were like actually like a decent like GPU.
The VC500, is that the
that was like the old capture card.
Yeah, like the composite capture card, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, that's the same company. Miss GPU boxed art. Yeah, I mean it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
It's either some like warrior dude or some like half naked woman.
Yeah, like
rendered.
Yeah, like
this
a
has
3D
nothing to do
version
with it.
of
Like, these are the kind of graphics you're gonna be getting.
Yeah.
But the Voodoo one is just like, close up of some warrior guy's face. It's like face paint on and stuff.
What was I going to say?
Oh, Henry Clark just finished Tomb Raider 2013.
Oh, nice. He was
that's my favorite one out of those. And it doesn't it like teases the like the dual pistol, and then like there's like no dual pistols in the other two games, right? I'm pretty sure there's not.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, there's like
you think that there's going to be. But
there's a classic Lara outfit, like not really outfit, but like just color scheme for like the same, like it's like a regular costume in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but
right,
it's like the classic shade.
Yeah, like the teal.
Definitely wore that. Yeah, I definitely wore that for most of the game.
Yeah.
Henry, I mean, I guess he must have been playing on Windows because he was saying he couldn't get Tomb Raider 2013 to work on his PC. He's been experimenting with Bazzite on, but he's also been doing like an external GPU, which is a weird setup. So that's probably why he's had some trouble. But yeah, apparently some people have said they've been had no trouble with Tomb Raider 2013 on Linux, and other people like when Henry was here, it was one of the first games I tried, and we had it running at 4K 120, no problem. Pretty sure it was 120. Woo! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, I was like right on the dot.
What?
I
Bull crap.
just overshot it. I think. Overshot 45 seconds. Oh, well, this isn't going to end well. Oh, I've totally screwed up. You know what's
I thought that 2013 was great. I didn't love the following two very much, but I love that first one. I love the whole like setup of it, where it feels very similar to like Arkham Asylum, like the first one, not Arkham City, where those have introduced the open world aspects.
Mm-hmm.
But with Tomb Raider, it's almost like a Metroidvania. Like there's a lot of item gating going on, where you can't access new areas until you get like a upgrade to something. It's kind of crazy. 2013 is 13 years ago, because it seems like a lot longer ago than that, and that they made that entire trilogy of games in like much less time than it would usually take to make a trilogy of games now, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Naughty Dog can't make a game in a generation.
Right? I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about it like that.
Yeah. It's like almost hard to get excited for a Naughty Dog game, because it's like, well, okay, yeah, but like if this is like the start of a new story, then like, is it going to be done in my lifetime?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I was worried about with the Final Fantasy Remake trilogy. Because I think there was at one point before we knew it was going to be 3 games, they're like, we don't know how many games it's going to be. Is it going to be like 10 games? Imagine that, right? It sounds absolutely miserable, honestly. Like 3 games or 5 games stretched out to like 40 hours, where you have this like 40-hour story.
Interesting strata.
I don't know. Isn't Half-Life 3 like maybe like gonna actually? It's been heavily rumored.
Supposedly, like people seem very confident that it was supposed to be announced with the Steam machine.
Yeah.
But they're like kind of playing things a little safe because they're a little worried about Steam machine timing.
Yeah. What if it comes out? What if it's like terrible?
That's like,
it's impossible for that to be the case, but like, what if it like sucks?
I mean, it would be insane.
I mean, that might cause the world to explode, I think.
You'll find the zoomer on the transpad near the entrance to the precursor basin.
She's got those suspenders on. It's the only thing keeping her pants from falling off.
Before Blue Sage's disappearance, he journaled significant trouble in all of the surrounding areas. Of particular interest to me is the dark eco-infection of some innocent plants in the precursor basin. Kira will teleport.
Hey, don't say that. We might get GTA 6 before Half-Life 3. I mean, Half-Life 3 has been in the works for a lot longer than that. But I mean, like, what if it's like a Metroid Prime 4 situation?
It's like, it feels impossible.
It feels impossible.
I mean, there were some not great Metroid Primes, right?
Yeah. And I guess, like, Half-Life's always been good, right?
Yeah.
And every, like, spin-off or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the original Half-Life, but I understand, it was great for its time, right? And,
Now, how did he get that levitator to
Duke Nukem Forever turned out great. It's always weird because, like, how long was Duke Nukem Forever in development?
Game crashed unexpectedly. Oh no.
That's what happens. You never know. With an exclamation point, like, you might be a little excited about that. Yes.
Oh well. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Maybe we'll look at one of these other things I've installed. You want to look at something else I've installed?
Yeah. Sure.
Um,
I feel like there's going to be a tower defense game. Was Duke Nukem Forever wasn't in development for 15 years, was it? I feel like
I mean, not the game that released.
Right. But I mean, I feel like it was less time than that. You should play. How about Star Fox?
Well, I'm already booting this. I'll play this for just a few minutes and then I'll play some Star Fox. I mean, Star Fox probably warrants its own stream.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. I haven't played a lot of this, but it's got some nice settings.
Yeah, but I mean, is like the widescreen thing stuff is cool, but you know, you have the Origins collection that has the widescreen. So it
right. I mean,
less...
I don't. Yeah, I don't know exactly what this does. That's supposed to be unique. Oh, this is gonna need the frame limiter on because it was kind of jittery at 120.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that kind of had a bit of a stutter. Yeah, I don't really know what this offers. I just saw that it was one of those one of the things on the list of decomps that I looked at. I was just like, well, I'll install it. I mean, I'm installing just about any that are of vague interest.
You went from being very selective to like, I just might as well throw everything on here. Well, you were never like very selective. You're just like.
Well, I mean, you know, these retro projects are of interest to me, right?
Yeah, totally.
So you know, it's something that I want to do regardless.
Yeah.
You know, even though I'm not like the biggest Sonic fan, but I mean, I was curious. What is this? I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder what does make this better than like stuff in the Origins collection.
No clue. As you all can see, I am bad at Sonic.
At least that ledge reappears.
Fire bad.
That jungle's like really on fire too.
Yeah?
I mean, it's not coming back from this.
This is called Angel Island Revisited. I have no idea if it's just like the first world for some reason.
Just the first world, yeah.
Like that. Like this is called Sonic 3 Air, Angel Island Revisited. Like surely it's the whole game. I mean, you do need the Sonic 3 and Knuckles ROM to build it, so.
Yeah. I mean, you see this and it's like really smooth, just like it is on the Origins collection. I mean, this is.
Oh yeah, well look at. Is it higher res? No, maybe not. Or
Do you have the Origins collection?
it's got like anti-aliasing on the
Yeah.
globe. Like, is that new?
Is it 3D then?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks neat. Like maybe the original is like this. I can't remember. Sandy, we're not gonna go outside and eat snow right now. That's all she wants to do is go outside and eat snow. I don't think she drank a single sip of water all day out of her bowl yesterday. Because she ate so much
what
snow.
What the hell, Sandy?
She ate all this snow.
Yeah, that's nice and cold. No, my kids did with the snow. Is they looked up some recipe and got this stuff and made ice cream out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like really high quality snow.
Yeah. Well, they were out there like mixing it outside, and because it was so cold out, they were able to like mix the stuff together, and it like froze into like to like a I don't know, like it had ice crystals in it, you know. It was pretty good.
I mean, it's really like sparkly, shiny, pretty snow. I mean, it's some of the highest quality snow I've seen. It's not the nasty stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you should shoot some B-roll of the snow before it's gone. So
I mean,
you should put your new PC like in it. You know, just so you have some, you can show it in a different kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Just kind of toss it into like,
I'll
like
definitely
if the
do
snowplow
that.
came through, just throw it in like on top of like one of the mounds that leaves.
Yeah, build a snowman and just have like the snowman like holding the PC.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Well, I mean, depends on how much you like gambling.
Not very much.
Yeah, I wonder if this is just the first.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with this is. Like, is it? How many acts is Angel Island?
I'm pretty sure that they only had, it was like only 2 acts per.
Yeah, I mean,
level,
I know that
with
Sonic
2.
2 is 2 acts per world. Sonic
Yeah.
1 is 3, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only one that's 3. Although I don't like know if the mobile, or not the mobile versions, the portable versions were more or not.
Oh, would they
I'm
add
surprised
extra
that
levels?
I'm surprised that those Sonic Advance games haven't been like brought out on anything.
Yeah, I mean, some of them were supposed to be considered pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they have not been included anywhere.
Oh, yay. Good time to lose all your rings.
Oh, there's a few 1-act zones in 3.
Welp.
Oh, okay. Sonic CD was also 3.
But that one also has like branching paths and stuff, right? So it's like kind of a little more varied anyhow.
Yeah. There's a lot more to explore.
Sandy, no. We're not going to go eat snow.
Real thirsty.
Drink water out of your bowl instead.
Oh, CD's third acts are just bosses. For the recent Super Show, like I had to record some footage from Sonic 2006, which I've never really played. I got to be completely honest with you. Like until I recently recorded footage from Sonic 2006, I'd never played it, and
it's shocking.
It's very shocking. I think perhaps the most shocking thing about it is the NPCs that when you talk to them, they just keep on doing their animation nonstop.
And you have to like load into a conversation with the NPC, then load into the challenge that the NPC is kind of explaining or setting up, and then load out of that challenge into another conversation with load to another conversation with the NPC, and then load out of the conversation with the NPC back into the hub, which is like the exact same place where you were talking to them. But like, for some reason, it has to be different in memory.
But I'm just thinking about their animation where they're like, wow, 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 like just like nonstop.
Yeah.
And like Robotnik in that opening cutscene in the CG is like Uncanny Valley, like scary. I think he just like looks really creepy and gross and scary.
You know what? Why is the game controller disconnected? Like dropped my controller in frustration that it disconnected somehow. I don't want to play more Sonic.
But we will never find out whether or not it's like more than one level.
Yeah. Oh, very briefly, I'll show you this Daggerfall Unity. It's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
I don't think I have controller set up for this really. Didn't I save a game? I guess not. I don't know. I'll be a burglar, sure.
A burgle.
Yep.
The Hamburglar. You name your character a Hamburglar.
Oh, I don't have my keyboard over here. Oh, I can click.
Name thyself.
I'm Finrins Mogensen. Sure, that's fine.
Fenrins.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put everything into strength. Who cares? Yes. Whatever the first one of these is good.
Yeah. You heard that like there's that new version of Final Fantasy VII coming for Steam. Like I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean. Like nobody knows what it's.
Final Fantasy VII original or remake?
Yeah, yeah. Like they're delisting the current version of Final Fantasy VII on Steam and releasing a new one. I think that what I've heard people speculate is that it might be like the like a consoleized port without any kind of like startup screen or anything like that. It's just it's not the PC version, but it's like the version that came out on consoles ported. The original was that old PC version, but that's going to break all those mods. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. So I think I selected some setting that was like skip the dungeon.
Yeah.
Like that you start off in. So it just like drops me out here.
This looks like something they should totally have Night Dive do on modern consoles.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense to do something like that. I bet you they could do that with a their engine. It looks a lot like
this is
that.
supposed to be like the biggest video game world ever or something like that.
Yeah, I heard something like that too.
And I don't really know what it's supposed to look like.
Right.
You know, I think I've seen this streamed before, but I can't remember what it looked like. Or, you know, I mean, it could have been a modified version of the game as it was, but it's neat to like have the game put into a modern engine, and you know, it's free. The game is free.
Yeah.
Like, so all you have to do is just like claim it like on Steam, and then like direct the game to your files for the game, and boom, it
So
works.
interesting.
But yeah, this is not a decomp. It's just like, you know, a port of the game to Unity.
Right.
You know, whatever that means. I don't, you know, I mean, I don't know how to do anything in it. But I just loaded it up just because I was curious. And there's also like I'm not sure if it's a decomp or something else, but there's also a Morrowind thing that I haven't tried yet.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a you know, sort of a similar project that now Morrowind I have played through. Although I played a version that had like there was like I forget what it was called. I mean, this was probably like 12, 13, 14 years ago. That I played like I don't think it was too old at the time, like some set of mods for Morrowind that was like intended to do like basic bug fixes and streamline a few things, and improve the graphics in a way that is generally judged to be, you know, respectful to the intent of the original.
Right.
And
It's really funny, like how you're walking so far and like literally nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Like there's no enemies.
Like, are
just
there
nothing.
enemies out here? Like, is it just like walking in real life where you're like not that likely to like just run into a wolf out here or something?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's
can I
neat.
go in the water? Let's see what happens. I'm just wading across the water.
You're doing like the polar plunge right now.
Yeah, but like, yeah, absolutely nothing has happened. I've no idea. Yeah, Dementium says you're meant to fast travel most places. And you know, because I haven't like no button on my controller seems to actually do anything other than the sticks right now. So I don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
But like, this is a game I would be interested in, like I don't know about playing all the way through necessarily, but like I would at least like to kind of figure it out at some point, you know?
It's the largest video game world, only it's 99% empty.
Yeah. And you're, you know, like they said, you're meant to fast travel most places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not a future stream that.
No.
But it's neat. It's neat.
Well, is that gonna do it?
I think that'll do.
Right.
Last time
Well-
Chicken Sport Jak 3 was still in the process of being implemented. Did they ever finish it? No, Jak 3 is not finished. Jak 2 is playable, but considered to still be like beta or maybe alpha even. I don't know what they consider it. But it's considered to be playable, but I think it might be more buggy than Jak 1. I mean, Jak 1 seems extremely good, although it did crash. That's why I started bumming around with a few different games at the end. But seems extremely solid overall.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, it definitely is a lot more interest to me than it was before you had built this thing. But it still remains to be seen what's going to happen. I might just try to wait it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I mean, you could
prices will-
probably install a lot of these things, and though they'd probably still run pretty well on your Steam Deck.
Yeah, that's true. I bet a lot of them. I bet you they would.
I mean, if you
Run totally
open
fine.
up the, I mean, if I were to just real quick before we finish, if I was to open Jak again and bring up the performance statistics. Obviously, I'm at 4K with 2x MSAA.
Right.
Oh,
On the
you
Steam
know-
Deck, I tend to like run it at the screen's native resolution.
Oops.
It's like 720 by 800, and then the dock will upscale it to 4K.
I wonder if I have all. Yeah, I think I've got everything I had. But yeah, see, like it's using 2% of the CPU.
Yeah.
Which is not. Henry said that's not an entirely accurate indicator. This because most games are not doing significant multi-threading, so the wattage is like kind of a more accurate indication of how heavily saturated the threads and cores that it is using
Yeah.
are. But like, I mean, we're using like 25% of the GPU at most, just wandering around here. 16 to 25%. We've got like all these flame effects and stuff. Several NPCs hanging out right here.
Yeah.
And I'm running it at 4K 60 with 2x MSAA. I mean, I could. Like with Zelda, I was rendering it something probably closer to like 6K or something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
you could, I think, run
At
these
120
with
FPS.
some pretty nice settings on the Steam Deck for sure. But yeah, I guess that'll be all. I'll take Sandy outside so she can eat some snow and maybe pee or poop, but probably just eat snow. That's probably why you're staring at me, because you want to eat snow. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks everybody who donated. I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead of you.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Take care. Good night.